measure them out here. 20 and a half. 20 and a half.
This is my big boy. Can you hold him up? That one big one over there.
Problem is, it's the shadows now, dude. You got to get our sun's the wrong way for that. So.
Yeah, you let him go. I should have gotten out.
No. It really, it's just fine, dude. Oh no, he's hooked again. He's fucking hooked again. He's still hooked? Good morning. Welcome to SubtleTakes, where we take you fishing with us all across the beautiful state of Colorado. We did it again. It's the middle of July, and we have to sneak across the southern border into New Mexico to be fishing on the beautiful, mighty San Juan River here at Navajo Dam. We've been here for a couple days already and been doing some fishing, and the water levels are much different than we're used to this time of year. They're over 1,000 CFS. It's a combination between droughts in Colorado and some endangered species down below, which caused them to have to actually raise up the flows here, even though we're in kind of drought conditions. So it's a whole nother story. There's a lot of craziness going on here because of it. But the river fishes really well at these particular flows. It just means that there's very little bank. And so if you're wade fishing, you have a little bit less access here. But fish are still eating pretty hard. And we're having a pretty good time of it here. So one thing we have done is we've added a little bit of an addition to our repertoire here, if you will. We decided to purchase a two-man raft here with a fishing frame on it. This is the Creek Company T-Rex mini drifter. And we have a trailer, but you can't actually put these in the back of your truck bed or even in the back of your SUV if you fold it up and put the frame on top. And so far we have been having a great time with this. This is a great little fishing vehicle, especially for places like Colorado where you have a lot of rocky type water, a lot of skinny water, a lot of boulders you have to kind of maneuver around, and sometimes drift boats just don't handle that quite as well. But it's not a drift boat. It's not a three-man raft for sure, but it's a great way for two guys or you and your spouse to get out and have a lot of fun here. So we'll maybe be talking a little bit more about the T-Rex here as we get along. But it's been a heck of a lot of fun for the last 2 days, and for the most part, it's pretty much as advertised. So good times here. So James and I are going to get out in the water here, and we're going to give it hell for a couple more days. At the end, to be honest with you, we're kind of struggling with getting fishing footage on this because it's a whole new game. We're not able to get out on the banks and do what we normally do. So we're trying to use some head cams and stuff. So I hope that the video comes out good here because the fish have been pretty spectacular so far here. All right. Just want to give a quick shout out to a subscriber and his son, Daniel, age 6, who has just gotten into the sport and really enjoys watching the videos. So Daniel, I hope this one lives up to your expectations. I hope you keep with fly fishing. Trust me, as a guy in his 50s, it has brought me an awful lot of great memories and an awful lot of pleasure, and it will you too. So and I know your dad is probably treating you right and teaching you well. So welcome aboard, and hope that like I said, this one lives up to your expectations here. So thanks for subscribing, you guys. We have over 500 subscribers now, which I know for big channels isn't a lot, but it's been overwhelming for us to see that many people want to be a part of this and just be interested in what we're doing here, because we're just having a good time and trying to do the best we can here. So thanks for subscribing. We're going to go out and hit this, and we're going to do some wade fishing this afternoon for the first time up in the upper flats, and we'll report back to you. So we'll see you out there on the water. Like I said before, this is 9 feet 8 inches. Probably weighs, with everything we have on it, anchor system and everything, probably weighs around 150 pounds, I'm guessing, with all that. Just the frame itself and the raft, so I think 115 pounds is what they claim. You can lift it. It's pretty easy to portage. Working out great for us here. We can slide into really skinny water and fish some things that the drift boats can't. And I'll tell you right now, other than this one spot we're standing in, there's not much wadeable water here, and we would be really in dire straits without it, because you really couldn't wade fish this very much. So it's been pretty good so far. Really enjoying the T-Rex. Check it out, Creek Company, Colorado company. Alright, just a little bit here about rigging. We've been using a dry dropper here with a size 18 Purple Haze with 6X mono in between, about 16 inches here. And then below that we're fishing a foam back pheasant tail emerger. That's like a size 20, maybe 22. And they've been taking the emerger, quite honestly, the most. In terms of nymph rigs, we've been running a number 1 split shot, 5X mono, about 12 inches, a red anallid, show it to you with some background, red anallid, rockworm, lots of names for that, size 20 I believe, and then about 16 inch or 12 to 16 inches of 6X fluoro to a size 26 foam back midge emerger. And that's what we've been running it. At the flows that they're at right now at 1000 CFS, it's really changed how we fished this last year. Go check out the video that we did last year in the San Juan. You'll see the difference at 550 as opposed to 1000. And we've been running about the same depth here. I'd say about 4.5 to 5 feet, 6 feet in some deeper sections. But we've had to fish different water, so it's a completely different year here. So just let that be kind of another lesson if you're coming out here. Anything you might see on this video or other videos may not be applicable to the conditions that you're fishing. So always call a fly shop every single time. All right, great day so far today. Loving the boat here, the raft I should say, and we're picking up lots of fish, so we're gonna get back to it. Okay, takeaways from our second trip here to the San Juan River. Again, amazing fishery here. I don't know where I could go and have the opportunity to catch fish that are 22 inches and bigger like I do here. The numbers are just outstanding. Fish a little more difficult this time. I think it was attributed mostly to the really pretty high water for this time of year. Again, about 1,000, 1,100 CFS. Normal around here is closer to around 500-ish, a little bit lower, a little bit higher, somewhere around there. So it just tends to move the fish around a little bit. They aren't quite as congregated, but when you do find them, they're pretty willing to eat. Didn't have quite the numbers this year. Stuck a couple really big fish though, which is really the reason we come down here. So that was pretty nice. Bug selections never change. They really don't. It's pretty much anallids and small midges. And the midges can be on dry flies or nymphing, either one. And really light tippets and shorten everything up. So those are kind of the takeaways. So when I say shorten things up, short between your flies, short between your indicator and your weight, small indicators, all those kind of things here. Hey, thanks a lot. So happy you could join us here. Thanks to all you guys who subscribed again. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, our website, SubtleTakes.com, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you out there on the river sometime. So we're just finishing up here in the upper flats, and James has landed himself another really nice quality fish here, and he's busy extracting the hook as we speak. So we'll let him kind of do his job there, but just give you one last idea here of how these fish, quality of these fish. All right, there he goes. Okay, beautiful way to end things here. So again, thanks a lot, appreciate it. Pinch barbs, catch release, it works. And catch us here on some future episodes. We're gonna get back into Colorado and hopefully stay on this boat. Tell you what, the T-Rex really was a great boat, and maybe we'll do a full review of it some other time. But check it out, Creek Company, and about to hit the head here. Creek Company, Colorado company, out of Steamboat Springs. Pretty cool to work with. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll get back to you, okay? So until next time, we'll see you out there on the water.